The wacky adventures of Ronald McDonald continue with Birthday World, but notice it doesn't have a unique title card. In fact, the episode opens with a title card for the full series. And we have a whole new live-action set and a new Ronald. For the remaining 3 episodes, Ronald's now played by Dave Hussey. I wonder if he's related to Andrew Hussey. The second longest running Ronald actor, and probably the one that most people today are more familiar with. Also, the theme song has changed. This is the first song.
Mcdonaldland is changing. Everything is rearranging.
And this is the new song.
Everybody, bop, 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 bop. The wacky adventures of Ronald McDonald.
I don't hate it, but definitely the first song's better. I guess it is more interesting because it's actually Ronald singing it, and I think they might have predicted the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, by 2 years. So yeah, it's pretty obvious the first 3 episodes were produced around the same time. The next 2 episodes were produced around the same time, and then the final episode was produced later. Even though every episode ends with a pre-credit trailer for the next episode narrated by Corey Burden, last episode didn't have any clips from this episode to promote, but they did know what they wanted to do for the rest of the series.
Will Ronald travel through time? Will he meet a monster from another land? Will he have a birthday party?
That's pretty crazy, right? Also, despite Sunday still being a character for the rest of the series, he is no longer allowed in live action for some reason. So I should probably mention by now that his suit actor was actually Vern Troyer. Also, apparently there's some behind-the-scenes photos of live-action Ronald with his more cartoon spiked-up hair. I'm guessing McDonald's just didn't want to change the character's hairstyle for commercials to tie in. Also, the live-action segments are no longer part of the adventures, they're now Ronald talking to the audience before playing the episode. It kind of feels like one of those movies they would play before you go on Mcdonaldland the ride or something. Ronald looks around for his shoes and starts the episode. And it's Ronald's birthday.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Make your child's birthday a really special occasion. Celebrate with a McDonald's birthday party. It doesn't cost a lot, and it's no fuss for you. There's food, fun and games for the kids, and even a special McDonald's birthday cake. A McDonald's birthday party gives him something to remember all year long.
Make a wish.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
See your local McDonald's for full details.
I had a birthday at a Wendy's once. Given that this came out in February 23rd, that would make Ronald a Pisces. Either way, Ronald's confused because no one's around. And that's because everyone's too busy singing about how it's Ronald's birthday and they gotta celebrate and get gifts. But Hamburgler is like, shit, I forgot, and I don't have any gifts for him. But this creepy professor is listening in. He introduces himself as Thaddeus J. Pinchworm, and he'll invite them with free tickets to Birthday World. At the gazebo in the park, they have Ronald's birthday. Brady made him a tree hat thing. Grimace made him a super long poem ode to Ronald. Tika got him those glasses that have the spring eyes in them. The McNuggets bust a move for him. Franklin got him his own doll that has a spring-loaded head. And Sunday's a dog, so he just gives him the food bowl. I mean, I wouldn't complain. For the last 7 years, the only thing I got were scratch-off tickets. Then my dad bragged that my cousin got an R2-D2 Lego set, and he was like, you know how much money you could make off reselling that? Either way, they head to the amusement park from Pinocchio, then sing a song about how cheap and shit it is. But then they try one more ride, until they are locked in, and Pinchworm comes out and says, fools, you have fallen for my trap, and everyone's like, who are you? Then they get sent off, and then sing a song about going down the tunnel from Willy Wonka. And when the ride was done, everyone's de-aged to toddlers, and the kids return into babies. A quick reminder that Klasky Koopo is the people behind Rugrats. So now the gang has to escape, but it's locked, so Ronald uses some of his magic and know-how to get out. So Pinchworm sends the accordion mechanical dog after them. So they have to run and some shenanigans. They make it to a scrapyard, where Ronald uses his super strength to bend some metal into a bone for the dog.
I'm going to need some energy, and we know there's no better way than with a delicious McDonald's pure beef hamburger. And a triple thick McDonald's shake. Really great. Go-togethers. Muscle builders, too.
The toddler McNuggets really look like Mr. Potato Heads. Hamburgler makes them take a wrong turn, and now they're gated in.
Burger boy, bird brain, burger boy, bird brain, burger boy, third brain, burger boy.
When you two stop flirting for 5 seconds, we gotta go. Pinchworm pulls the no dessert card, and they all fall for it, but Ronald, because he knows better. Then they end up on a cliff. But luckily, Grimace always carries a badminton court and some pepper, so Ronald uses some of his magic again to make a hedge maze out of rain. They try to lose Pinchworm in it, but then they get caught, again. So Ronald uses some of his magic to turn alive one of the bushes. Well, quick, run into this conveniently marked place to hide in. But the barn was a lie, and they're trapped, again. So Pinchworm finally explains his plans. He has this big laser, and he's going to de-age everyone.
Don't you see? I'll be the only one who can stay up late, the only one who can reach the top shelves, the only one allowed to hold the remote control. In short, I will rule.
You're mad, I say.
Yeah, but like, why? You're an old man. You can do all this stuff already. You just that sheltered of a guy? You never had any of this stuff before? Also, I'm pretty sure that Pinchworm might be related to the bad guy from Captain Underpants. The rain needs time to charge, so Pinchworm distracts everyone with the overstimulation room.
Come on, Jack. Can you sit still, mate?
Yes, Dad.
Did you remember your hat?
Where's my hat?
This leads to everyone being trapped, except Ronald, again, in Mousetrap. They sing a song about needing to be rescued, and no one but Grimace can sing with the kid voice. Ronald fights Freddy Fazbear or something and frees everyone, but they're too late. But Ronald comes up with a plan. Grimace gives his final words, which is the ode to Ronald speech, and Ronald uses the rest of his presents to distract Pinchworm until he accidentally falls into some Mountain Dew. But everyone spends too much time and they get captured again, except Hamburgler. He uses the Ronald doll to shoot its head out and clog the ray, which after some shenanigans makes everyone go back to their normal age and turns Pinchworm into a baby. Then he gets attacked by the dog. Everyone goes back to the gazebo in the park, and Hamburgler gets the first slice of cake. He questions this, but Ronald's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever, you saved the day. But Tika doesn't forgive Hamburgler for that embarrassment, because this is her final episode. Well, that was wacky. Grimace has another present for Ronald. A surfboard! So he goes surfing on a green screen, like Batman.
Woohoo!
This episode is different. The new Ronald isn't bad. I'm not entirely a fan of them changing up the live-action segments. I don't know, but the plot feels a little weird, like, this could have been any character. They don't even really do that much other than childish behavior with the kids. I don't know, maybe this could have been like Tika's birthday, and she's really sad and upset that she's getting older. And then they go to Birthday World, and she gets de-aged, and she's like, yay, I'm young again. But then she starts realizing being young isn't all it's cracked up to be. The villain wanting to take over the world feels a little out of place in Mcdonaldland, you know? I don't know, most of the villains just want to steal stuff, mostly McDonald's food, and he just wants to conquer the world. This is the longest episode at 40 minutes, but it feels like they just really wanted to pad out the episode, because the gang run away and get caught and then escape and get caught again by Pinchworm. Overall, I'll give this episode 5 out of 10. This is one of the only 2 tapes I didn't have as a kid. Actually, I saw this for the first time in school. It was like 3rd or 4th grade, and I wonder if that teacher still has the tape. For all I know, the teacher still probably works there. And hell, for all I know, she probably didn't even sell the tape. It's probably in a closet somewhere. But make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for the rest of the series.
Until next time, this is your very own clown, Ronald McDonald, hoping I'll see you live and in person at McDonald's.